Good morning, standard 5 students. Today in this class we will discuss about the change of state of matter. So let us see about the change of state of matter in chapter 7. So first we will see changing states of matter. What happens in changing states of matter? Matter can change its state from one form to another, the changing state of material. What happens in the change of state of materials? Matter can exist in three states: solid, liquid and gases, and it can be changed from one state to another state. What happens in the changing of the state of material? Changes the arrangement of molecules in that material. How matter changes its state? When the arrangement of molecules in the matter changes. Materials can be changed from one state to another by heating or cooling. So two processes are there. By heating or cooling we can change the state of matter. So this is the main basic point of this changing state of matter. Now we will see about there are two types of changes: physical change and chemical change. A change in matter which does not alter the chemical properties of the matter. For example, if you carve a piece of wood into a baseball bat, it will still burn in a fire and float on water. So what is a physical change? In physical change, no new substances are formed. Only the state can change, or only the physical appearance of the matter can change. Like when you are carving the piece of wood, that means we are making the design in the piece of wood, then the wood will remain as wood only. The properties of wood will be remain as usual. It will burn as the other wood is burning, and it will also float on water. That means the physical properties or chemical properties of the matter will not change in a physical change. Like if ice will change into water and water will change into water vapor, again ice can form water, again water can be changed into ice. If water forms water vapor, again by cooling water vapor can change into ice. So it is a temporary change and can be reversed. That means physical change is temporary and reversible change. Like water can be changed into water vapor by heating, again water vapor can be changed into water by cooling. So it is reversible and it is temporary. That means it is not a permanent change, it is a temporary change, and we can change one form to another form again and again. So this is a physical change. Now you can see some examples of physical changes. Breaking glass. How our tumbler or glasses break, then what happens? Each pieces of the glass will have the property of glass. Mixing candies. Candies also will mix, the property of each candy will remain same. That means mixing of pulses. Mixing of pulses, different kinds of pulses will be mixed together. The property of the pulses will remain same. Shredding paper, we will cut the paper into smaller pieces, then also property of paper will not change. Folding paper, when we will fold the paper and we will make different designs with the paper, the property of paper will not change. Melting ice, ice will melt, then water will have the same property as it is in the ice. Chopping wood, if we will cut the wood into pieces, then what happens? The property of wood will remain same. Cutting, if we will cut hair, the property of hair will not change, only the physical appearance of the hair will change. Dry ice, it will also not change. Boiling will also a physical change, because after boiling the water vapor can be collected and again water can be gathered. Now next is breaking egg. When we will break egg, then it will not change the property of the egg. So all these changes given in this picture are physical changes. Now properties of physical changes. What are the properties of physical changes? A temporary and reversible change, that means it is not permanent. It can be reversed, that means again and again the same things can be formed. A change when no new substance is formed, when there is no new substance is formed, the substance remain the same. A change where the properties and composition of the substance remains same. If no new substance will form, then properties and composition of the substance will also remain same. Now, physical change, the process evaporation is also a physical change. Why evaporation is physical change and what is evaporation? The process of changing water from a liquid to a gas. When water changes from liquid to gas state, it is stated as evaporation. That means when water is heated, then water changes into water vapor. It is the name of the gaseous form of water. Heat from the sun causes water on earth's surface to evaporate more rapidly. That's why clouds are formed and we get the rain. Again, when rain falls over the surface of the earth, it is water. Again water vapor changes into water as rain, and we get again water back to the earth. Like this, the cycle is going on by the process of evaporation and condensation. You can see evaporation. The water is heated, and after boiling the water gives you vapors. In the natural process, you can see the heat of the sun evaporates the water in the sea, ocean, lakes, rivers and ponds. Now condensation. Condensation is just opposite of the evaporation. Condensation is the change of physical state of matter from the gas phase into the liquid phase and is the reverse of vaporization, that means evaporation. That means when we heat water, it changes into water vapor, but when we cool water vapor again, then it will change into water again. So it is just opposite of evaporation. For example, water vapor turning back into liquid state, liquid water again by cooling. That is the example of condensation. Now next you can see here, in the natural way, by the sun heat, water evaporates from the sun, ocean, sea, lakes, rivers, and again after cooling by going up a higher altitude, higher altitude what happens? There is very cold, and the water vapor is condensed to form water droplets, that is called precipitation, and it falls as rain on the earth and we get back the water again. Precipitation, you can see when the clouds, condensation happens in the clouds and water droplets are formed, and these water droplets falls as rain. Now first evaporation, then condensation and then precipitation. Then we get water back to the earth. Now melting. Melting is also a process of a physical change. A change from a solid phase to a liquid form. At a solid's melting point, the solids gain enough heat to change a liquid. Melting means when a solid phase changes into liquid form, like when we take out water, ice from the freeze, you can see when we are taking out the ice from the freezer, then what happens? Ice changes into water again due to the heat, because inside it is very cold. You can see the picture also here, solid ice melting, then it changes into water. Again when we will boil water, it will change into water vapor. Again water vapor is cooled, then it will change into water. Again more water vapor, water will be cooled, then it will change into solid, that is freezing. So melting is the changing of water in ice into water, that is called melting. Now we will study about chemical changes. Chemical changes occur when a substance combines with another to form a new substance, called chemical synthesis, or alternatively chemical decomposition into two or more different substances. Either the property of the substance will change or the compound will decompose into two or more different substances. That means different substances will be formed in a chemical change. So it is a new substance formed in the chemical change. You can see the examples of chemical change. Iron rusting, iron will change into iron oxide. Burning of wood, you will get the ash, you will not get back the wood. Cooking of an egg, it will be cooked, then it cannot become the same as usual. Baking cake also will change the property of the things we have taken. Electroplating also will change the property. Banana rotting will change the property of banana. Vinegar plus baking soda will give you carbon dioxide gas. And fireworks also, bursting of crackers also is a chemical change, because in all these we will not get back the things again. Now we will see about the properties of chemical change. Chemical change is permanent and irreversible change. It is irreversible, that means you cannot get back the previous substance. It is a change where a new substance is formed. The old substance you will not get back. It is a change where the properties and composition of the new substances formed are different from the original one. The original substance will change its property and composition and it will form a new substance. So it is a chemical change. You can see a chemical change and physical change. A change that produces a new substance, chemical change. That means when we will burn the wood, we will get the ash. It will change into a new substance and we will not get back the wood again. But in a chemical change, wood will not be we will not get wood back. But in a physical change, you can see, when we will cut wood into smaller pieces, the property of wood will not change. So it is a physical change. So burning of wood is a physical change, and burning of wood is a chemical change, and cutting of wood is a physical change. So this is the difference between physical change and chemical change. So let us see about the difference also. Not easily reversed, chemical change properties will not be easily reversed. Physical changes are reversible. New products are formed in chemical changes. In physical change, no new products are formed. Reactants used up. When these reactants are used up, often just a state change. Often heat, light, sound, freezing occurs. In this, nothing. Electricity may be produced in some cases. A precipitate may form in wood burning, ashes form. But in ice melting, it is a physical change. So in this, only state of matter will change. These are the differences between the physical. So thank you, student. We will meet in the next class again. Thank you all of you.